Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for January 2025. I think we have quite the year ahead of us with a lot of things that needs to be shedded and changed in order to move forward, leave the old behind, embrace the new. We're on the 30th to the 31st of December. We have a new moon in Capricorn in your sign. The new moon is when you start planting the seeds for the lunar cycle to come. So we really want to look at structure here. Take disciplined actions to achieve your goals. Consider your responsibilities and evaluate your ambitions so that they align with your long-term visions. On the 1st to 2nd of January, depending on where you are in the world, the moon enters Aquarius and it highlights what needs to change, kind of like a forceful, airy feeling of not only do we need structure, but we also need to highlight what actually needs to change. On the 6th of Jan, Mars retrograde enters Cancer and it focuses on ourselves and our emotional needs. And since Mars is the planet of action, we can say, it really makes you sit down with your emotions, take a look at your emotions. On the 13th of January, we have a full moon in Cancer, and the moon rules Cancer, which can be a bit protective and emotional. So you make sure that you take care of yourself, the people around you, and your bubble, we can say, that you take care of what's in your bubble. On the 19th of January, Sun enters Aquarius and it focuses on your future. You'll focus on your hopes, your dreams, and how you can push yourself out of your comfort zone and try and find that rebellious spark within yourself, what actually makes you light up. Open yourself up for unconventional ideas and push for that new. It's a new year, it's a new you. Old saying really, but it's an old, it's a cycle of out with the old, in with the new, and everyone is going through this kind of energy every single year really, but this is actually happening in alignment with the planets. On the 29th to 30th of January, the new moon also enters Aquarius, so plant that rebellious spark and those ideas that you have, and culminate the ideas you have had since the sun entered Aquarius, because now you have both the sun and the moon in your back propelling you forward, which is a great time for just moving and pushing on into the future. 2025 in numerology adds up to the collective number 9. Which is the last number of a numerological cycle. The 9 is just before the 10. The 10 is the 1 and the 0 together, the Fool and the Magician, the new creation. The 10 is both the beginning and the end. It's the complete point of a cycle, we can say. So number 9 is just before that. So it's coming down to reaping what you've actually sown. The last time we had a number 9 was 2017. So reaping what you sown and what the hard lesson you learned since 2017. Incorporating that, closing out old chapters, achieving happiness for your divine reason. And really take a good look at what you need to shed to become the new you. And speaking about shedding, 2025 is also the year of the snake. The snake always sheds its skin. So we're really up for an eventful year, I think. But when it comes to your monthly reading, I'm going to do a Celtic cross for this January 2025. I've cleansed your space. I've meditated on your cards. One last thing before we begin, I would like to cleanse this with you. So we are going to hear 3 loud sounds, and I'll begin now. So let's see what Spirit wants to say. Thank you so much, Spirit Guide, Guardian Angels and Ancestors. I'm truly grateful. Thank you to my higher self. I'm inviting Capricorn for this January monthly reading, and we would like to do a Celtic cross. I would ask nicely for one card at a time, please, in order to detect, and I will clarify with the other decks that are provided. What energy is Capricorn bringing into to January 2025? And it's the Magician in reverse. I don't necessarily want to read the reverse as a negative take on the original meaning, but it could be read as a blockage. So the blockage is the number 9, like I just said earlier, with the 0 and the 1, the Fool and the Magician. The Magician is one of the big beginnings of the major arcana, and the major arcana are big events, life-changing events. You know, it tells the story of an individual's path towards completion, and this is just the beginning, and it's in reversed. The Magician is about willpower, intention, creation, manifestation. I have the tools to create my reality, right? The Magician has all his tools, all the suits from the tarot on his table. This wooden staff pointing upwards, as above, pointing downwards, so below, and is covered in flowers. And flowers in the tarot is hard to grow. It also has the infinity sign or the number 8. So it's about karma, balance. Yeah, let's start with that. It's in the reverse. Maybe you've not been feeling like you've had any willpower, or feeling a bit overwhelmed with your intentions. Use your abilities with the pure intentions. Trust your inner power. So maybe you've been feeling like you've not really had any inner power. Maybe you've been feeling a little bit lost in trusting yourself. Maybe you lost a bit of connection to yourself coming into January. That's the past energy we are bringing into January. So all the reverses always go into the upright when we're done with it. So you will start creating and start tapping into that intuition that you are missing out on, that creation energy that the Magician is symbolizing, but that's the energy behind it. I feel though that you are just coming out of it. It doesn't feel heavy at all. It feels like you're coming out of it. You're starting to understand the meaning, you know, well, there's a will, there's a way, but also that you intentionally putting that energy into it, and that you intentionally working towards what you want to work towards, Capricorn. So you start seeing that your thoughts is manifesting into things, what's happening around you. I feel like that's what you're coming out of. We also want to see what your hopes and your fears are for January 2025. Positive card means a hope, and a negative card means a fear. So we have the 9 of Wands. So it's the closing of a cycle. It's number 9. 9 of Wands. With this card, there's elements of isolations and heightened awareness, and it's in the reverse. I don't know if you've been trying to block that out of, you know, been really close to burnout, but you are very close to the goal, because the number 9 is the last one in the numerological cycle. He is wearing a band-aid. He's been fighting with sticks. He's been fighting with sticks, and he's got a few bruises along the way. And, you know, maybe you have not, maybe you're scared that you've not been trying hard enough. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the play, since you're fighting with sticks, is not fighting with swords, it's like training. Maybe you feel like you're not trained enough and not been serious enough with your intentions, or with your what you've been trying to pursue here. Maybe you've been feeling like a bit scared of this heightened awareness, or you've been trying to avoid this element of isolation. But resting is crucial in order to propel even further forward. You know, you train and then you rest, and then you train and then you rest, but the rest is just as important as the training, because of how your body and how your mind is adapting towards that. So maybe there's a fear there that you've not been taking it serious enough. What is the present moment for Capricorn? The Wheel of Fortune, and there's one card. That's a great card. It's a major arcana card, and it's number 10. It's number 10 here. So if you want to continue on, this is the next step in the actual numerological cycle. Even though this is the major arcana, this is the minor arcana. So the Wheel of Fortune is always turning. You know, right now it might be in your favor. It's a card of change, of cycles, inevitable fate. And the change is inevitable. Adapt and flow instead of blocking. And maybe that's what you've been a little bit scared of, that you can't really, since both of these are in the upright, it feels like this is a blocked energy, and you just need to allow yourself to unblock it. You need to allow yourself to flow with the energy around you instead. Resilience always turns tides in your favor, and there's greater forces at work here out of your control, and you need to be okay with that. You need to allow yourself to flow with the energy. It's okay to be up and then come down, because if you know the wheel keeps on turning and it's down and it's not feeling that great, you know that it will soon turn upright and go into your favor. You just need to keep on taking small steps towards what you're working towards. It's connected with Jupiter and Sagittarius, so it's a fiery and a watery energy here, and it's a great card because it's really showing that, you know, basically saying do not block these energies, Capricorn, because it will turn. It might be turning bad before it's turning good, but it will turn good. And in order to actually develop and evolve, we need to accept change into our hearts. What is the crossing energy here for Capricorn for January 2025? What is the crossing energy here for Capricorn? I'm not going to put this in the upright or not. This is a crossing energy. And the Seven of Swords is really a card of tactical. People or readers tend to say that it's about deception and trickery and turning a blind eye, but he's also stealing these swords from the enemy so that they can't attack. It's a very tactical card. It's looking at what you need to plan ahead, and you know, in case he steals, and it's about taking small steps, because if you would steal one sword of the enemy, it's one sword less against you, and that's really what I'm getting from that. You need to be tactical and think ahead, but also allow this to really, I really wanted to swear then. I don't know where that came from. If you just swore, then maybe this is something for you. You need to be tactical and think about what steps you can take towards achieving your goals. Moving on, we have the conscious energy. What are you aware of? What's going on right now? For some reason, this magician is really like popping out to me, and I just want to say that you have the tools to creating your universe. Maybe you need to be working on this tactical and being a bit I know you, Capricorn, are being very, you are a very practical and tactical sign, very practical sign. maybe actions and thoughts need to start going together here in order for you to turn the Magician upright. But let's look at what you are aware about. What is going on inside your conscious mind, Capricorn? Spirit guide, guardian angels and ancestors, what is going on in Capricorn's conscious mind? What is going on inside your mind, Capricorn? Oh, we have another 10 of Pentacles. What is going on inside your conscious mind here? 10 of Pentacles is the conclusion of the Pentacles before the Pages, the Knights, the Queen and the King. So this is the last one in that cycle. 10 of Pentacles is about, you know, maximum expression, culmination, inheritance, full of joy, act to heal trauma, more stability. Maybe you're not healing. There's some trauma that you're trying to avoid here that's actually making you a bit blocked. Maybe you've been struggling a little bit financially here, but I'm not really getting that feeling. But if you needed to hear that, you hear that. You need a stable foundation to build on, and maybe that's why you're not started to build yet, because you are working out the tactical ways of your foundations here. Maybe that's why you're not started to create yet, because you are waiting for this this foundation to be absolutely stable before you start moving on, before you start building. Maybe that's why you're also feeling like you've not been serious enough. Have I been serious enough? But it's all good, Capricorn. You're working towards what you're working towards, right? Small steps, small baby steps are better than no steps at all. And sometimes you take 2 steps forward and you need to take 1 step back. And that's just part of the process. That's just part of the wheel turning. What is your unconscious saying? What is the key to where you are right now? What is the key to January being the best that you needed to be? What is what you need to know? And it's waiting and having patience. I feel that there's a lot with you, Earth signs, about patience and waiting, and balance, really. But this 5, 6, 7 of Pentacle is waiting, a higher purpose, perseverance. This is also about perseverance. So I feel like there's a lot of new beginnings going on right now. This is in your unconscious. Diligence. Patience leads to perseverance. You know, there's a lot of work done and a lot of work going into growing your wealth here. You plant the seeds, you tend to the garden, and then you wait a little bit longer. The cycle is almost complete. It's not fully ripe yet, but it's there, and you're working on it, and you are being patient. It's like you completely know that, it's like you completely know that you are fully waiting for this to flourish in order for you to start. And in the meantime, you can actually start building on your foundations. You can start working out what's not working, you know, what's not really working for you. So I feel like there's a little bit of weight. There's a bit of fear that you're not put enough working, that you're not been, you know, maybe if you've been feeling a little bit too isolated, or even a little bit restless with it. But it's all good, because in your subconscious you know and you're following your gut feeling, and you know that you just need to wait for that that to actually grow. Oh, you just need to be patient and tactical, and it's I feel like you're quite in line with your gut here. You just need to push through here, really, and just be okay with it taking a little bit longer, because if it takes a little bit longer, this will go into the upright, and you can use all the tools that are in disposal to you. Like you can actually use these tools to get what you want. All these elements in balance, in combination with each other, you can use them to get where you need to be, and you will be in alignment with the creation and manifestation, and that is absolutely stunning. The energy of you, Capricorn. What is your energy right now? Who are you right now? What is your energy right now, Capricorn? Right, so we have another card with fighting with sticks. We have change, possible rivalry, completion, conflict, disagreements, give space to solutions, and it's no dire threat. They are fighting with sticks here. They are training. They are not fighting with swords. They are fighting with sticks. So it's asking you, you might actually be embracing solutions to your problems and finding your way here. And you might be also getting a new perspective right now. I feel like this is ongoing. So I feel like you've actually found your way here, Capricorn. So you are completely in line here. Wheel of Fortune is favoring you right now, and you clicking in to that intuition with yourself. In this space of the environment around you, what is the environment around Capricorn right now? Oh, the Hermit. Have you been having some isolation time? Because this card was also about isolation, but maybe you're blocking it a little bit, but the environment around you, maybe you feel a bit isolated. But in order to get to the top of the mountain, you need to walk slow and steady, and sometimes by yourself. It's about emotional and spiritual enlightenment. He climbs on top of this mountain, he plants his feet firmly into the ground, and he's taking the star, the hope, and it's basically your inner light, and puts it into this lantern. You just need to make sure that you're actually coming down from the mountain and start shining your light in your surroundings, really. That you start using your knowledge and what you've attained from the mountain and from the wisdom of the isolation period that you've had. You know, it's a card about contemplation, search for truth and inner guidance. It's been a time for self-reflection. A soul's journey inwards, seeking the ultimate truth, and you know, that knowledge that comes only from within after a period of isolation. And I feel like this is what you have been in right now. You're starting, or you're actually in it right now. You just need to also, once you've actually done with the self-isolation and coming to truth of what and how and how to build your foundation. Like the mountain is steady. It's steady. It doesn't bulge for anyone. So that could be where you find your foundation is on the mountain. So now you're taking the knowledge down with you in the lantern. Could I get another card on the Hermit, please? The environment around Capricorn. I really feel like you are there right now. Thank you. The High Priestess, yes, it confirms this. The High Priestess is the symbol of intuition, of duality. You have light and dark coming together in this one card with her. She's the High Priestess. She's the one with the intuition, embracing your inner guidance. So I really feel like you need to embrace where you are right now, and that it is okay. To direct the outer world, you need to understand your inner. The High Priestess is a guardian of the unconscious and asks you to travel inwards. Listen closely. Be pure in your intentions and in the connection to yourself, because there your intuition will guide you. I feel like this is exactly where you are right now, and fighting with sticks is training. So I feel like you are in the complete good space of receiving this intuitional hits and where you need to go. I feel like this is just this is not going to be a revolutionary reading, but it's a very positive reading, but it's like just confirming you on the way. This is what I'm picking up on. It's not like, you know, exactly in your stomach. I can feel this like in the solar plexus chakra. Like, you know this. It's just a bit of a confirmation here from me that you are looking for. What is the short-term outcome for Capricorn in January 2025? Oof, we have the High Priestess again. High Priestess and the King of Cups. So we're asking you, or Spirit is asking you to look inwards. The King of Cups is, he's expressing the power with authority. He's expressing his power with authority, but he's in the reverse here, so he might be a little bit blocked. It will go up into the upright, but you need to also, maybe that's why you got the High Priestess again, because combining here, this journey inwards that you need to take, or that you are taking right now in the environment around you. Maybe you're even forced to do it by yourself, but since I feel like this came up again, it will be connected to your environment here. So the King of Cups will go into the upright. He is the picture of complete balanced and mastered emotions. It's not like he doesn't feel anything at all. It's like he feels it all, but he accepts it, and he doesn't need to dwell on it, and he's mastering his emotions. So I feel like this journey inwards is just confirmation here that you will need to look inwards, really, in order to balance your feelings, in order to get connected to that king, that authority in you, and like you take actions on these authority, maybe even meditate or something like that, in order to be able and allow yourself to feel it all. But also in your emotions, you have your intuition. And it allows that flow to actually happen. Your intuition, if you're following your intuition and your heart, life will flow with you, right? It's a card about compassion, self-control, and wisdom. Maybe it's blocked right now because this fear. I feel like it's blocked because of this fear. You don't need to worry that you're not done enough. Pushing forward, I'm getting this pushing forward, and like he wants to get back out there to continue on fighting, but rest is what I'm getting here. Rest. Strategically doing things, and rest is part of that strategic thing. Patience and waiting for things to grow, it allows you to rest while it's growing. Rest is a big thing here, and the balance here between your emotions. You got your intuition popping in here. It's like knocking on your door. If Capricorn is, tarot is like this, right? I'm just essentially telling you what the energies are right now, and sometimes if you decide to work on it and change your energy, then the outcome would change. And tarot is like that. If you want something, you need to actually put effort and action and energy into getting that. So I just wanted to clarify that. But could I please have the long-term outcome for Capricorn if they are taking this time and balancing themselves and taking a look inwards and not being so serious about getting back out there? If they take their rest seriously, could I please have the long-term outcome for Capricorn, please? Could I please have the long-term? Could I please have the long-term outcome for Capricorn? January 2025, and the energies around there. Oh. You know, I was actually thinking about the Chariot. So it's about taking the reins of duality. You're presented with the reins of duality, but I actually want to start with this one. The Three of Pentacles is, let's see here. The Three of Pentacles are point of no return. Is about new life, teamwork, collaboration, building. Gifts other people can bring to you, and you can bring to other people. So this is about the rest and the rejuvenation you need to go through. Joining skills. You need to rest and realize that other people also have skills that can actually help you in the long run. And with other people, you can build a community. You can build a stable foundation to stand on. And the Chariot is you taking reins of these opposite forces that are pulling your chariot. Is direction, control, determination, pure willpower, and self-control. Pure willpower and self-control will lead to success and victory. Take the reins of destiny and harness the chaotic forces around you. The Chariot knows, this man knows when to tighten the reins and when to loosen them. He knows how fast he needs to go in certain areas and how slowly he needs to take it at times. So this is a wonderful thing. You're really taking destiny by the reins here. But like I said, in order to get to here and realizing that other people might actually come and bring you gifts rather than just break your foundations down, and that you don't feel like you need to fight with them all the time, you need to find that balance between your opposing forces. It could even be like within you. Maybe you are in the environment around you is in a bit of a hermit mode and you don't really feel like you want to connect with anyone right now, but that's fine. But connecting with yourself in the first place with the High Priestess, and then once again with the King of Cups and the High Priestess, which will go into the upright throughout the month. Connecting with yourself is connecting to others, and that is actually helping you to propel you forward in a controlled manner, which you like. In a controlled way, you will move forward. I'm actually going to pull, before that, I'm going to pull a card on the Magician. I just want to know the past energy that you're bringing into that is connected with the Magician. What does Capricorn need to know about this Magician in the reverse? The Devil in the World. The Devil is your card and it's in reverse. Maybe you're blocking some part of yourself. Is the card of excess, materialism, playfulness. You need to release the change the ego places on the parts of you to become whole. These two characters at the bottom is let's say it's a divine masculine and divine feminine, but they are covered in chains here that someone is grabbing a hold of. And I feel like maybe you are coming out of that energy, that you feel like you are connecting to that part of yourself that makes you whole. You don't need to be fearful. The chains are not real. They are part of your imagination, and that's why maybe he's connected to they are connected to the magician, is because you're starting to maybe realize this, that the chains that you put on yourself is what's holding you back. And that's why this is holding, the magician is also blocked in a way, because once these chains are released, the magician can actually go into the upright and start working. You have the world here as well. It's the last card of the major arcana. Is fulfillment, harmony, completion. I belong. I belong is the one I feel like you need to hear. You need to find absolute unity within yourself. Maybe you've even been traveling or going somewhere that made you realize that these chains are not real. It's part of your imagination. And look at your own accomplishments from your inner and your outer achievements, what you've actually been going through. Welcome joy. And this is the last card before a new chapter. And maybe you're realizing that this is going to be a complete new chapter for you, and you're ready to take the reins. You're ready to take the reins. You just need to be patient. And the whole garden doesn't grow in one day. It takes tender love and care. And you understand that. And I feel like you just need to drop these chains in order to start creating what you need and start connecting with your inner voice. Start to connect with your inner voice here. I'm asking Spirit here to, before we finish this reading, to give you 3 messages that you need to hear. What does Capricorn need to hear, Spirit, for January 2025? Oh, emotions are running high. So it could be all this King of Cups that maybe you're feeling a bit too much right now. Emotions are running high, and that's fine. You're building your foundations that you're laying your foundations that you're going to build on. And it's time to breathe. Take time to breathe out. It's that pause. It's coming back to this Hermit card. It's time to take a pause. Take time to breathe out. Time to, calm down. Take yourself away from this, from any chaotic energies, and maybe disconnect from the world a little bit to seek yourself inwards and have a look at what you actually want to achieve, and not necessarily what other people want you to achieve. Maybe that's what you're fearful of, that your fight would have been for someone else, or that you are doing it for someone else, because it looks like you're just willing to go back into the fight, but now you're standing and contemplating, is it actually worth it? What is the last message Capricorn needs to hear, Spirit? Oh, I feel like you wanted to come out. Your commitment is being tested. Make sure that what you are committing yourself to is something that you want to do. Because if it's not something you want to do and something someone else wants you to do, then you will put it down. You will put it down. Make sure that it's connected to your intuition and into your feelings, and make sure that those chains other people are putting on you, that you do not accept them. Okay? Thank you so much, Capricorn, for being here for this reading for January 2025. I really hope something resonated here. It's a bit of a confirmation here. I feel like some of you already know what's going on here. But I'm truly grateful for your wonderful energy, and if it resonated, please leave a like, please leave a comment, and hopefully I will see you in February. Thank you so much. Bye.